Hi, this is Shannon Tidwell, Garden Girl at Two Peas in a Bucket. Welcome back for another Memory Keeping Monday segment. This week it is my turn to do a layout for you guys and attempt to make a video. First I want to apologize for my voice. I've got a cold and I've tried to put off making this video as long as possible, hoping that it would go away and my voice would sound normal, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen anytime soon. So I am forging ahead. It is a rainy day outside. I'm home in my velour jumpsuit. I kind of feel like nothing says stay-at-home mom like a velour jumpsuit, especially if it's pushing probably 10 years old. But great scrapbooking day, great scrapbooking wardrobe for sure. So I'll probably have to stop frequently to take drinks because my throat is tickly, but we're going to make it through. This month, for our Memory Keeping Monday segment, we had the choice of working with a product or a different theme. So the product was stickers and or the theme of then and now. And since I spent most of last year in my classes working with a certain product type and focusing on one type of product each month, it's kind of been fun for me to flip the other direction this time around and just go with the theme. So that's what I did. This layout I'm going to do today is a then and now type of layout, even though the time span really isn't that far. Right now it is because, he's 6 now, and looking back to when he was 2 or 18 months, now it seems like a big time span, but when he's 18, this is all going to seem like then. So I think that'll be funny to compare the then, whenever he looks like a man playing on the ball field. But for now, I just wanted to show his love of sports, that started at such a young age, and that he's still loving it, and then he's finally getting to do it and actually play in organized sports. So these are the photos that I plan on using. My scrapbooking style is not one that I usually plan. So doing a layout this way is completely and totally backwards for me, for the most part. I usually just kind of scrapbook and it comes together as it goes. I don't usually start with a huge plan. Sometimes a slight idea, but not a sketch or a plan. So what I start with will probably not be what I end with, but I've got something in mind that I want to start with, and I've got a few products that I want to show you that I'm going to incorporate. The first paper. I loved this paper the second I saw it. It is by October Afternoon, and it's from the 5 and Dime collection kit. So that is, love this star paper. So we're going to use that. I'm going to use a red and white polka dot and then a textured cardstock. I've also got a stack of different products here that I wanted to show you that I'm going to work into this layout, I think. First, from Elle's Studio, I kind of went crazy when this came into stock at 2Ps and bought quite a bit of it. But I love little tags and journaling spots and note cards, these little labels, to die for. Love them. These are cool too. These you actually just cut out yourself. But what's great about that, it's a little more work, but then they're super inexpensive. I don't even know how much they were. Maybe like not much at all for these that were already printed and you cut yourself. So that makes it good. You can buy a lot for a little. So that's what I did. And I wanted to use some of these. They came in just in time for me to use on this layout. And this little tag is remember this. And this one says today. So I thought that would work perfectly with this. Some other things that I've got here. I wanted to work in some chevron pattern into the layout, but what I decided to do was actually cut this from a chevron pattern. This is the Amy Tangerine Here and There pattern paper by American Crafts, and I just used my scissors and cut a couple little zigzags out of there to use on the page. This is the My Mind's Eye Craft Fun Day, and I've set aside some of the stickers that I want to use. I know that's little ribbon right here I want to use, but I also grabbed this because I didn't know if I might want some chipboard pieces for any extra dimension on the page. Maybe these stars might work themselves in. We'll see. But definitely I like this sticker right here. Then these little paper clips with the tag flag things. These are some Smash. Love the red and white striped. These canvas pennants, these are actually by Canvas Corp, and they're just called Canvas Minis. So I'm going to work these. I don't know if I'm going to use one or both of them. They actually come in a pack of 3, but I've used one of them on a different project. So I've got 2 left. So I don't know what I'll do with them, but we'll see. This little football flag is by Bella Boulevard. I'm not sure if these are available to buy it because I think they might have been part of her CHA release, but hopefully they'll be out soon. But I just love these little flags, and the football I thought fit perfectly. Even though 3 out of the 4 pictures were baseball, I just love this football picture too much not to include. So I want to make sure that I include the football in the embellishment somehow. These little rings, I kind of was thinking that I might use them to hang the canvas flag on. These are 7 Gypsies, and they're older. I've had them for a while. I have a box of 7 Gypsy stuff that I just hang on to because it's just timeless stuff. So I'm not sure if they're available, but I'll try to find something similar to link to so you guys can get those if you want them. This is actually a mask by Studio Calico for their sprays, but I am just a sucker for big letters or big title items. So I kind of pictured using it in my title and actually using it on the page, not as a mask. So that's what I'm thinking I'll do with this one. Let's see, was there anything else? Oh, I set aside a few puffies by KI Memories. I'm not sure which ones I'll use, but I like the way they add the dimension and a little bit of texture to the page. So I just grabbed a few of those that were stars and sports themed and set those next to my workspace, as well as these little chipboard banner flags. These are by Maya Road. I've used them in several different projects, but I had a little handful of them sitting here, and I thought they would go well with the theme of this layout, so I just put them here next to me. And then this is a little game spinner by Tim Holtz, and I thought it might be fun kind of going with the whole game sports theme, I guess, a little bit. We'll see. So I think that's all the product that I have set aside right now. That doesn't mean that more things won't get added in as we go, but what I'm going to do is just kind of do the layout, and you guys can watch, and then I'll stop and talk if there's anything that I want to discuss as we go, and then we'll wrap it up at the end to kind of go over how it ended up. While I was working on planning this layout out, I decided to cut the bottom of this textured cardstock just to add a little bit of interest to the bottom here. So I went ahead and did that because I wasn't sure if it was actually going to work, so I did it ahead of time. But it seemed to have worked, so now I'm going to adhere these little zigzag pieces on that I cut from the pattern paper. Now I'm just putting these letter stickers down really lightly, just kind of sticking one little spot down so that if I need to move them, which I probably will, they can be moved. So basically on this title, I wanted these to be offset just enough so that they don't look like they were supposed to be on the same line, and I just kind of goofed up. But I didn't want them too far down next to his head. I wanted them still, you know, up above his head just to kind of help keep the flow going. You'll notice that everything on this layout pretty much overlaps, and I think that's something that I normally do. I think it helps with the flow of everything. If everything just kind of has a cohesive look to it whenever it is on the page together, if it overlaps, but just a little bit. I guess maybe it helps your eye flow around the page, but that way everything's not too separate. And these letter stickers are the craft letter stickers by Pebbles Ink, I believe. Okay, that turned out better than I thought it would. Basically, I just took the masking tape and made a design across it, and then spritzed it with the Studio Calico Mr. Huey's. On this one, I used the Classic Calico, which was plenty dark enough. Just to give this little canvas piece a little bit of interest, I guess, just to dress it up a little bit. So my plan is to attach it to the top of the layout up here. And you can see that I'm going to overlap it, and I'm going to hook it to the top of the layout just so that something overlaps onto this background sheet. Once again, just to kind of help tie it all together. I'm going to use my Crop-A-Dile 2 to punch the holes where I want them. And I'm just going to go through both of them at the same time, I believe. I think I'm going to use, let me see what size these are. Pretty little, so I think I'm going to use the smaller. We'll see if the smaller one works first, and then if I need it bigger, then I can always go bigger. So I'm just going to hold it in place where I want it and just do both of them at the same time. So I'm using that Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher to attach a few of these sequins around the edges that I can reach, actually. The ones I can't reach, I'm just going to leave plain, but I think a little bit of metal edge to the sequins helps add a little bit of, I guess, masculinity to sequins, if that's even possible. So for the ones that I can't reach, I'm just going to add a little dab of glue to them. Well, it looks like we're just about finished here. I've added a couple extra little embellishments that I mentioned earlier from My Mind's Eye from the Craft Fun Day. I added those in. It went nicely, mixed with the sticker nicely. And I wanted something to balance that C. I needed something up there. So it looks like now pretty much I just need to write my journaling, and I should be about done. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think I'm going to add this game spinner to the middle of this, just kind of a fun little accent right in the middle, and that will also help hold that and sign on. Thanks for joining me for another Memory Keeping Monday segment. I hope you enjoyed this month my lesson doing the then and now layout. I hope that you'll join in on the challenge and find some old pictures and mix them with some new and do a then and now layout for yourself. Have a great February. We'll see you next week with a new segment from one of the other memory keeping girls.